Guys, I am back with a little Watch What Happens Live update. Normally, you guys know I usually go ahead and put that at the end of the Housewives video if it's someone pertaining to us. This one was a little bit different. So Wendy Williams was a guest on Watch What Happens Live last night. And there were a couple of things that were housewife related that she was speaking on. And I thought I would share it with you guys because some of it has just blown over as no big deal, but other parts have become a major thing and it's blowing up online. Andy started out by asking her what she thought about Monique and Candace's fight in Potomac, and she pretty much said that she thought that Monique was way better than that. And she also thinks that Candace is better than that as well, and that they, are two grown women and they don't have any business fighting. But then she went on to say that Karen was above the housewives. She said that Karen was too good for this show. And this is something that is so weird to me because Wendy is supposed to be Andy's friend. However, every chance she gets to throw the housewives under the bus or mention that the housewives are low level, she does it. And it's not just that she does it on her show, but she does it right there on Watch What Happens Live. And you can kind of tell by the look on Andy's face that he's not really okay with her saying that his show is a low. You know what I mean? Or that someone is above being on his show. But Wendy does not seem to care. She also says that it's the show's fault that Ray and Karen are having problems. And Andy comes out and says it. He says, "Are you saying that the show is to blame for the issues in Karen and Ray's marriage?" And she says, "Yes." And Andy's like rolling his eyes a little bit like, what did we have to do with this? Especially after we saw last night's episode. Ray didn't say the show is the reason. He said that her business and her spending most of her time working at her business is what was causing some of the issues. So I think Wendy should back off a little bit. You are on his show, for goodness sakes. He then asked her about Giselle's dad having the hot mic and everything, and she had several comments about Jamal and all of his children, and she was saying that she pretty much agreed with the father, but that Giselle is a grown woman, so she has to make up her own decisions. She then says, does she want to be bothered with all those kids? And after having as many children as he has, with as many different moms to these children, does he have any money at all? And I thought, oh gosh, Wendy. I mean, that is a valid question, but at the same time, girl, don't worry about that man's money, okay? He just bought that restaurant for those girls. I'm just saying. Then Andy asked her about NeNe. Now here's where the situation gets a little weird because she says, well, I don't know NeNe. I know Lanithia. And then she says, I know her personally, not just from the TV. She says that she believes NeNe will be back, but then she goes a little too far for me because at the same time that she's claiming that NeNe is her friend, she's making these remarks that are absolutely horrible. She makes this remark that, what is NeNe gonna do now? She says, is she gonna have a reality show with her and Greg? Because that's boring. Is she gonna have a reality show with her and her grandkids? Because that's boring. Is she gonna have a reality show with her and her kids? Because that's boring. I mean, if I am your friend, don't get out here doing that. Don't get on television downplaying me. Don't try to stop my income. Why are you trying to stop income into my family? If we're friends, you don't say things like that. Then she makes a comparison that a lot of the housewives have propelled their being on the housewives to launch huge brands. And she kind of compares NeNe to Bethany, which is not right. Because a lot of these housewives have propelled their brand to making huge business deals, but not all of them have come out like Bethany. You know what I mean? Like everybody just can't be Bethany. But NeNe has done pretty well for herself, and it's just awful that she would bring that up, especially when this lady is supposed to be your friend. She says, so I don't know how she's supposed to make money now. Then she brings up that Ashley has to stay with Michael and stay on the show in order for her to have any money. She's sort of making the assumption that Ashley wouldn't be anything or wouldn't have any money if she wasn't married to Michael. And I don't think that's true. I mean, she probably wouldn't have as much money, but you really don't know that. We don't know what Ashley is capable of doing. And not only that, she does have her housewife money. You know what I mean? Andy made the comment that she doesn't have to stay married to Michael to still be a housewife because they would still love to have her. Then I guess during the after show, Andy continued to talk to Wendy about NeNe, and she makes some comments.
Well, a lot of people have said that NeNe is using me to I don't know, for social media or whatever NeNe would use somebody for, and I didn't consider it a usation. I've never been to Atlanta to see NeNe. NeNe likes to stay out of the house, so NeNe flies to New York, and if she's here and I have time, I see NeNe. If I don't have time, I let her know, NeNe, I'm busy.
That just didn't sound right. As a friend, to say something like that, to me it sounded as if I'm up here and you're down here. You know what I mean? Like, I am a talk show host. I have my own show and you're just a mere reality star. If I've got time for you, I'll see you. If I don't, I don't. I mean, she kind of made those statements on her show months back when she said that NeNe was those people over there. And I thought at that time, I said, wait a minute, you're putting down all the housewives when you make a comment like that. And I thought, Bravo is really good to you. They allow you to have all these housewives on your show, which creates ratings for you because people love those girls. And it's not really nice of you to put the show down like that. And she continued to do so. And I thought, when is Andy Cohen going to say, girl, listen, you are on my show, please be respectful? But he didn't. He continued with the antics. Well, honey, listen, NeNe went out to Twitter and she had a few things to say. She says, one of her tweets says, she's on cocaine, so they should stop talking to her. They both need my help with their poor ratings. Okay. Then she goes on to say, they always manipulating black women to say negative things about each other while they sit and enjoy us tearing each other down. Remember, hashtag Black Lives Matter. Remember, hashtag Breonna Taylor. Remember the most racist networks. Then she goes on to say, they gonna leave my name out of these shows. Send me your best discrimination attorneys info to bookneneleaks@gmail.com. It's war. Then she says, the racist is a master manipulator. They use me for ratings like they always have done. Ooh. Then, keep trying me, sir, and I'ma let the world know who you really are. Then she says, I will always eat and eat good. Believe that. I have always believed in multiple streams of income, so the leaks are good. You old cocaine head and you old racist, no one knew you until you knew me. Remember, I'm the icon. Don't forget. All right now. All right now. All right now. I have no clue if Andy Cohen is going to respond, but if I had to bet, I would bet that Andy Cohen will have something to say. Wendy, I don't think so. Wendy likes to brush over situations that concern her in the tabloids or in the social media atmosphere. Because, you know, last night also on Andy asked her why she replaced DJ Booth. Now, listen, honey, listen. This is all alleged. But the blogs are saying that there was some sort of harassment over there and that DJ Booth might be suing her for some sort of harassment. This is all alleged because I don't know her or DJ Booth and I wasn't present. But, you know, that's what the blogs are reporting. All I know is if Wendy really was a true friend to NeNe, she would not have said those things. When Andy asked her what she thought about NeNe leaving the show, she should have said, hey, I know NeNe personally and I love her. She's my friend and I know she's gonna go on to do some great things and I'm hoping that one day you bring her back. That's all she had to say. Done, dead, over, let's move on. But no, she wants to keep on going. Wendy, sometimes it's okay to be quiet. I love to talk, everybody knows it, but sometimes it's time to stop. All right, girl. Honey, it's time for me to stop. Anyway, that was just a little update. And until next time, bye.